about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero. You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review. I just got done seeing Deadpool and Wolverine. Bear with me, I'm a little bit under the weather right now. I started feeling a little sick Tuesday night, so this couldn't be worse timing. This is a movie I've been looking forward to for a while, and fortunately, I'm sick. It is what it is. I'm not like super sick, but it's just mild inconvenience. I was still able to enjoy the movie. But if I start coughing or sneezing or something, I apologize. So, anyways, what do I need to say about this movie that you guys don't already know? This is the culmination of decades, I guess, of wanting to see Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds together as these characters on screen. You guys that watch my channel already know I am a lifelong fan of the Fox X-Men films. Some of them aren't good, obviously, but they do have some great films in their filmography. And Logan being my favorite, actually, superhero movie of all time. Yes, better than Spider-Man 2. And I think the reason for that is because Wolverine is my favorite Marvel character, and I think Hugh Jackman is just, the perfect casting. There's other people you can name, like Robert Downey Jr. or, other, like Chris Evans as Captain America, but Hugh Jackman is literally perfect as this character. And he's been doing it for a quarter of a century now, which is like crazy to think about. And of course, Deadpool is amazing. Ryan Reynolds is also perfect for that role, obviously. And like I said, 24 years in the making. And the fact that these films were a big part of my childhood, even at one point when the MCU, I would say probably like towards the ending or the beginning of Phase 3, I actually preferred the X-Men series over the MCU, which is kind of crazy to think. But nowadays, obviously, we've had Infinity War and Endgame and all these crazy movies. The MCU is obviously the better series. But at the time, I was still a diehard loyalist to the X-Men franchise. And this movie, actually, in its core, is really a nice, perfect send-off for the Fox characters. If you guys aren't aware of the story, Fox owned the rights to X-Men and Fantastic Four and a couple other Marvel characters before Disney ended up buying Marvel. They ended up buying Fox as a whole, so now they gained the rights back to the characters they didn't have. So now Deadpool is part of the MCU. Along with Wolverine and, all the other characters, obviously. So, like I said, this movie at its core is actually a nice swan song for the Fox films, which really was cool to see, And, of course, when they announced Hugh Jackman was coming back, I was immediately excited, but I was still kind of concerned because Logan was, like, the perfect ending for that character. But I gotta tell you guys, this Wolverine in this movie, I don't want to say it's his best performance as Wolverine. I still think Logan's got more gravitas and whatnot. But this is the best version of Wolverine, like, in terms of, like, comic book accuracy and the yellow costume, obviously, and the berserker rage and the fighting and everything. This is the best we've ever gotten, like, easily. Like, the action in this film was incredible. I'm not too familiar with Sean Levy, the director. He did, like, the Night of the Museum movies. And some other movies with Ryan Reynolds, Free Guy, which I thought was good. I like Free Guy. It was fun. But he directed this one, and I gotta tell you guys, he's really good with action. I'll just say that. Like, the opening scene of this movie was really, at first, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Obviously, I'll do a spoiler section at the end of the video. But the opening scene of this movie, man, it was crazy. I'll just say that. I was like, I don't know how to feel about this, but you know what? As it went along, I was just like, okay, yeah. So, now, rating this movie is going to be kind of tricky. In terms of, like, everything I've ever wanted as a fan and all the surprises that are in this movie is absolutely a 10 out of 10. But rating it for the film itself and, the actual storyline and everything like that, and the writing, it's probably more like an 8 out of 10, to be honest. Now, don't get mad or anything with my score. Oh, why isn't it perfect? Why is it not a 10? I don't know. To me, the movie felt a little bit sloppy in parts. But like I said, going into this as a diehard fan of Fox, the Fox series, this was everything I ever wanted. Like, seriously. There are so many surprises in this movie that I'm just shocked. Like, why they got this person in this movie? They have this person in this movie? Like, wow. There's literally a scene where it's like cameo. Like, you'll know what I mean when you see it. So like, really, this isn't like a film. It's a generic, for the most part, generic story, but it's filled with amazing action and amazing characters and comic book stuff. And there is good, serious moments as well. Like, even Ryan Reynolds has a good few parts. There's actually one part, actually, I feel like it was Ryan Reynolds saying this as himself, saying a certain thing to Wolverine, and it was really emotional. There were a couple parts in this movie where I actually got teary-eyed, and I did actually cry a little bit. There's a little there's a thing that plays during the credits. There's no mid-credit scene. There is a post-credit scene. There's no mid-credit scene, but there is something that plays during the credits, and it actually made me cry. So that was very well done. But like I said, the surprises, it's it's very good. They're all very good. And like I said, the action was incredible. The first fight sequence in particular with Deadpool and Wolverine, where they fight it out the first time, that was probably my favorite. So, and like I said, this is the best Wolverine. It is. It's the most accurate. This is probably the most action I've seen him do in all the movies, to be honest. Because there was a lot of action in this. And it's crazy to think that he's 55 years old, Hugh Jackman, and he's still able to do all this. Yeah, I gotta give him credit, man. Seriously. Now, I don't know if they're gonna keep him in further movies. Everyone says he's gonna stay around for Secret Wars and whatever. I mean, by all means, if you want to, I don't know what Disney has him signed up for, because they do contracts, obviously. We got you for a 10-picture deal, But, man, he hasn't lost a beat, seriously. And then, of course, Ryan Reynolds is kind of up there in age as well, so I don't know if they're going to have him stick around as well. I don't know. But this movie, like I said, it's everything I wanted. It really is. This was the movie of the year for me. Yeah, this really was the movie of the year for me. I'm thinking of all the movies that are coming out. Joker 2 is a big deal for me as well, but this was something that has been years and years in the making. That was just, I can't wait for that. So, yeah, I'm not let down in any way. It's just, I feel like the movie was kind of generic villain, Cassandra Nova, played by Emma Corrin. Good performance. It's just, I don't know, the storyline kind of felt a little stock to me. And again, it is a glorified cameo fest and fan service fest, So I can't really give this movie a 10 out of 10. But as a fan, like I said, it is a 10. It's everything you want. But as a film, it's more like an 8 out of 10, The music was very good. I love the soundtrack. Yeah, so if you guys are a little disappointed by my review, I'm sorry. It's just, I just got to give it an honest rating, I feel like an 8 is fair, But again, there were a lot of great surprises in the movie, so I will be doing a spoiler section, like I said. So if you want to hear my thoughts on every surprise, I'll talk about them. I did see this in Dolby. It was the opening day fan event in AMC. They gave you this little keychain, so mine's Deadpool. I think everybody got the same one. It's supposed to be a mystery keychain, so I don't know if there's a Wolverine one, but everyone got the Deadpool one at my showing, so pretty funny. And of course, I had to pick this up. This is the year of crazy popcorn buckets, designed by Deadpool. That's funny. And then I love this joke. Can also be used for popcorn. Yeah, that is crazy right there. So, Deadpool and Wolverine. Absolutely love this. I did bring out the Dune bucket for comparison, because why not? Why do I own these? I don't know. I'm crazy. But yeah, look at these two. This is the year of wild popcorn buckets, let me tell you. So, but yeah, I really don't have much else to say. Like I said, I feel like this review was probably underwhelming. Maybe it's just because I'm sick right now, but I love the movie. Like, I really do. It's just, I don't know. It was kind of, it's kind of generic, but again, the action was top notch, and yeah, it was definitely a cool time. I'm probably gonna see it again. You know, I don't know if there's probably any Easter eggs I missed, but yeah. So I'm gonna talk spoilers now. If you haven't seen the movie, leave. Try to avoid spoilers online. I accidentally saw one, unfortunately, which I'll talk about, you know, in a minute. But yeah, go see the movie and let me know your thoughts of the film in the comments once you do see it. And yeah, so I'm gonna go into spoilers right now. So leave the video. Okay, so let me think off the top of my head. So Henry Cavill, Wesley Snipes as Blade, Channing Tatum as Gambit, Jennifer Garner as Elektra, which we knew that already because I guess the Hollywood Reporter or somebody talked about that beforehand, that she was going to be in this movie. X-23, which they revealed in the last trailer, which was stupid. I don't know why they did that. So close to the movie's release. They showed Hulk for a brief second. I don't know if that was actually Mark Ruffalo. I think it was probably just CGI. But I really wish they would have shown the fight, you know, with Wolverine. That would have been great. Happy Hogan was in the movie, Jon Favreau. I believe Blake Lively played Ladypool. I'm surprised they didn't show her face, but I think she did the voice. And then I think Matthew McConaughey played the cowboy Deadpool, which was funny. Trying to think if there's any other ones I'm missing. But yeah, there was tons. The Chris Evans is Human Torch. That's the one thing I accidentally saw. On my YouTube feed, I saw somebody posted a clip of that, and I saw the thumbnail for a split second, and I saw that it was him in the Human Torch outfit. I was like, oh, God. Which, you know, was a great surprise. Like, seriously. Even though I saw what it was cool to see him in the movie for a decent amount of time, actually. I was surprised at how much he was in it. So that was clever, because obviously he's done as Captain America, for now at least. You never know. And we got to see him swear up a storm in the post-credit scene, which was great. But yeah, that was really cool. And the one cameo for me that was the most surprising, like I said, was Wesley Snipes. That was really unexpected. Man, unbelievable. And that scene again, where you see Elektra, then Blade, and then Gambit, like it was like literally cameo. Again, kind of detracts from the movie for me. It's a glorified cameo fest, but still a good movie, like I said. I'm not trying to bash it. Yeah, of course, X-23 was great. I wish we could have seen her wear, like, the yellow costume as well. But it's okay. And, yeah, I mean, Henry Cavill as Wolverine was crazy. I know some people were saying Daniel Radcliffe maybe might show up. But I think Henry Cavill would make a great Wolverine. And he was jacked. Like, Jesus Christ, that guy's jacked. I don't know if they like used CGI on him or whatever, but yeah. And then seeing all the little different variants of Wolverine was funny, like the short one, you know, the comic accurate one, patch one, the one with the brown and yellow costume. Yeah, that was cool. The one that was flayed on the X, you know. Really cool stuff in this movie. And then again, the opening scene, at first I was like, man, I don't know how to feel about this. But it ended up being great. He used Wolverine's metal skeleton to kill the TVA agents, which is crazy. And then the whole TVA thing again, I felt like was kind of underutilized. Like, I don't know. It was weird to me. The plot of this movie was kind of, again, I don't know, it was kind of weak. But yeah, I really don't have much else to say. I'm trying to think of other spoilers. Again, the Deadpool core was cool, but I don't know. I just felt like it could have been more. I don't know. What else was in the movie? I might be forgetting something. Oh yeah, so the little tribute to Fox during the credits, that was really nice. I really love that part. Nice song choice. And then the post-credit scene, you get to see Chris Evans swear up a storm. So obviously he's not playing Captain America, so you know he can swear like that. But that's really about it. I really thought this review would be better. I'm sorry. I feel like it sucks. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this. And again, let me know your thoughts of the film in the comments. And that's really about it. So thanks for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.